So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Trammell going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Trammell. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Trammell escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Back to throw. Trammell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception, red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead.
It got his man. Complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Check 31, check 31. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brissett now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
All day, baby, all day. Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Ready?
Looking to throw. Trammell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. AT Gator. You can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On first down, it's Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Pick me up. Here we go. Now.
Back to throw. Trammell. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Trammell. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point safely through. And that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Mack. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down, Steelers.
On the set. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Keep it up. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
On first down, Trammell. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete to Jalen Samuels. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Second and 4. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Trammell. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Buying time to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. On fourth down, Trammell. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll run on first down. Logan, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third and goal.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
58 for Mike. I'm scared.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58 for Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Let's go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two.
Exit.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A first down throw for Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Brissett to throw on first. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Looking to throw. Trammell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Trammell. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, Mack. The 20. And all the way huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check 43.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett flush to his right. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Throwing, Brissett eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And now it's blocked. The Steelers get it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Trammell. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. Operating from the gun. Trammell. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike
Down.
2nd and 13. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, Trammell. This is caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Trammell, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Staying on the ground with Matt. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's a...
Playing skills, you did.